beside me, but I couldn't reach. Your heart spoke volumes, aren't they out of speech? We held each other like we might let go, both afraid to say what we already know. The silence grew sharp between every breath. Words left unsaid felt closer to death. We touched like lovers, but we froze like friends. Too many beginnings, not enough ends. These unspoken wounds don't bleed, they burn. They echo through nights with no return. We never fought, we just disappeared. Now I sleep alone with what I fear. We were flying, no one could see. Still hurting where love used to be. You left your coffee cup on the second shelf, and I still pour too, can't help myself. The playlist we made still plays on repeat, but it sounds like goodbye with every beat. I miss the way we almost said things, how we hid the truth in wedding rings. You looked at me like I was your home, but we built our silence out of stone. These unspoken wounds don't fade with time. They live in the pauses between each line. I loved you more than I could show, and lost you slow, too scared to grow. No final fight, no shattered glass, just love that faded like smoke through cracks. If I had the words back then I'd scream, but we both played quiet like it was clean. I should have broken down, let it pour. Instead I watched you close the door. These unspoken words still say your name. They put this up the neck of the bill. Suns never will be you. If you feel it too, just know it's true. I still bleed love, still unspoken wounds. You kissed me slow like you knew it'd fade. Held on tight, but your heart is straight. We danced around the words we feared, to silence screamed, but we never cleared. Your touch was warm, but the space was cold. Kind of pain you never told. We were loved, but not enough, and we left it all beneath the hush. These unspoken words, they speak the loudest. Nights when the world feels quiet, you left without slamming doors, but your silence burned even more. No fight, no storm, no shattered sound, just love that sank and never drowned. There's a hoodie you wore that I still fold. Still smells like nights we lost control. The morning light don't hit the same since I stopped hearing you say my name. We said forever in softer tones. Now I'm whispering to empty phones. You were there and so was I, but both too tired to even try. These unspoken And every place we used to go, we never broke, we just came undone. Two hearts afraid to call it done, done. Now I'm learning to miss you quiet. With every breath I try to hide it. Scared of all the truth, so we bled in silence and called it proof. These unspoken wounds, they write our song of love that stayed just a little too long. We were fire, we were grace, but left no trace in spoken space. Still aching where love once bloomed, still haunted by these unspoken wounds. Unspoken, still broken. These wounds still grow your name. You were right here, but you felt so far. Like us holding a memory, not who you are. We tiptoed around the things we feared, and let the silence draw us near. I traced your back like I knew the end. Your heartbeat said what you wouldn't send. You smiled at me with empty eyes. I knew we were drowning in quiet goodbyes. These unspoken wounds don't bleed, they bruise. They glow in the way I lose the sound of you when the night gets still, the empty side that love. No words were thrown, no glass was thrown, but we broke when no one else had known. There's coffee cups where your name should be, still playing songs in the wrong key. We made a home, but forgot the heart. Now I walk the rooms we built apart. You held me close like a goodbye kiss, a single scream, just what we missed. We used to talk until the sun, now we just stare and come undone. These unspoken wounds, they shape my days in quiet tears and soft displays. You left your love in silent ways, moments we forgot to stay. No good and no last excuse, just heart tight and unspoken. I should have said I needed more. Should have asked what we were hurting for. But I played strong, you played alone, and now we're just another wrong. These unspoken wounds, they never fade. They're etched in every bed we made. You didn't leave, but you let go, and I stayed quiet so you never know. Still here, still bruised, still tied to you, still bleeding slow.
You held my hand, but your eyes were gone, like you already started moving on. We shared a bed, but not our truth. Buried the pain like it wasn't proof. I smiled through storms just to keep you near. You stayed so close, but disappeared. We were a quiet kind of war, fighting love we couldn't feel anymore. These unspoken wounds don't ever show. They're the kind that heal too slow. We never broke. We just bent and bled on all the words we left unsaid. Now I lie awake in separate rooms, still haunted by these unspoken wounds. Your toothbrush there, but your heart is not. I'll water the flowers the time forgot. You'd sit in silence. I try to pretend that love doesn't vanish, it just learns to bend. You said we're fine, and I played along. Both of us right, and both of us wrong. No slamming doors, no loud goodbyes, just quiet hearts and louder lies. These unspoken wounds still pull me back, like your voice inside a faded track. We were more than just mistakes, but even love can slowly break. Now I breathe through echoes in these rooms, still aching with these unspoken wounds. If I could turn regret to sound, I'd scream the truth, I'd break this ground. But silence was our sharpest knife, cutting through the rest of our life. These unspoken wounds, they run so deep in the quiet where we used to sleep. You were my home and I was yours. Now we're just ghosts behind the scars, still bleeding slow, still bruised too soon, still breaking from these unspoken wounds. Broken, still loving you through unspoken wounds.
I still taste the words I couldn't say. You were right there, but miles away. We smiled through storms, we kissed through pain, but silence carved a deeper stain.
Your eyes were asking, mine just turned. We loved too soft, we never learned.
Now everything we didn't speak is tearing through me while I sleep.
These unspoken wounds, they whisper your name in every room, in every frame. We held our love in fragile hands, but didn't give it one last chance. We said nothing, and that's the truth. Still bleeding love from unspoken wounds. I kept your hoodie, still wear it some nights. Feels like you're near when I kill the lights. I check my phone like you might reach, but we both said nothing. Now it's out of reach.
We built our silence, brick by brick. Talked about forever, but time moved quick. You needed fire, I gave you calm. Now we're strangers with a ticking bomb.
These unspoken wounds, they ache too loud, like thunder wrapped in a quiet cloud. We broke without a single fight, but I still dream you're holding tight. We let the silence speak the truth. So now I just breathe through unspoken wounds.
If I said I loved you, would it still break? Or are we too far gone to even ache?
I would've screamed, I would've stayed, but love unspoken fades like shade. These unspoken wounds, they scar my skin. They keep your voice forever here. We weren't wrong, we weren't right. You just let love die out of sight. It's through unspoken wounds.
I set on fire, you saw upon my smile, but we let it sigh, pretending for a while. Your hand in mine, but your eyes looked away. I guess we both knew love doesn't always stay. Oh, I felt you slipping, but I held too tight. Didn't speak my truth, just lost the fight. We kissed in silence, hearts out of tune. Now we're just echoes in an empty room. These unspoken words cut deeper than cries, hiding our pain behind sweet little lies. We broke in whispers, we faded in sighs. Two souls in love, afraid to try. Still bleeding love from unspoken wounds.
Your jacket still hangs where you left it that night, like it's waiting for you to make things right. I talk to the space where your laugh used to be, but all I get back is a ghost of me.
We needed words, but we chose to wait. Now silence is the lock on a closing gate. We let pride win where love once bloomed, and now we lie beneath unspoken wounds. These unspoken wounds don't fade with time. They echo in songs, they live in rhyme. You were my always, I was your maybe. Now we're just pages in love left shaky, still aching, still lost in unspoken wounds. I'd take it back, the nights I stayed quiet. I'd fight for us, I'd cause a riot, but we tiptoed around what hurt the most. Now you're just memory, and I'm your ghost. These unspoken wounds, they never heal. They speak the things we didn't feel. Two hearts too careful, two mouths too still. We lost what mattered, we lost the will. Still hurting, still yearning from unspoken wounds. Still broken, unspoken.
You said goodbye without making a sound, and I broke apart while standing my ground. We held our love like porcelain glass, so afraid to speak, we let it crash. I wore your silence like a second skin, felt your distance pulling from within. Though we stayed, we never let each other in. These unspoken wounds, they don't fade with time. They cut through the quiet like a lost goodbye. We were close but never near, too in love to disappear. Still bleeding out from unspoken wounds. I still your laugh in another room, but it's just a ghost inside this tomb. You wanted truth, I gave you pride. You needed more and I just cried. I read your eyes but not your pain. Now I replay every missed refrain, and all the words we should have said remain. These unspoken wounds, they ache in the night. Two souls lost under fading light. We loved in silence, broken shame. Now we don't even speak your name. Still falling into unspoken wounds. If love was enough, we'd still be whole, but silence swallowed what made us so. You kissed my lips, but not my fear. Now all I have is the voice I didn't hear. Unspoken wounds, they're etched in me, like ink on skin you'll never see. A love too real, too bruised to prove. Now I'm dancing with your empty room, still breaking from unspoken wounds. Still broken. I still feel your heartbeat in a room gone cold. We silence screaming louder than the words we never told. We danced around the edges, afraid to fall too deep. Now I'm lying with your shadow where your body used to sleep. And I kept my pain like you kept your pride, But love don't heal if it's locked inside. We were fire in the dark, but now we're smoke in the sky. These unspoken wounds, they bleed in the quiet. No words, just echoes of love turned to riot. We broke with grace, we broke too soon. Now I'm haunted by your perfume. We're fading. In unspoken wounds. Your sweater's still hanging on the back of that chair, like it's holding on to moments that ain't even there. I text and delete like I'm talking to ghosts. You're gone, but the damage is what lingers most. We kissed like it hurt, we touched like a dare, but never said the things that needed air. Now we're drowning in what we didn't share. A fate that made us broken mold. These unspoken wounds, they bleed in the quiet. No words, just echoes of love turned to riot. We broke with grace, we broke too soon. Now I'm haunted by a perfume. We're fading. In unspoken wounds. If you ever loved me, even a little, why'd we fall apart so brittle? I would've stayed, I swear I would, but we never said the things we should. These unspoken wounds, they still call your name. A love left bleeding, with no one to blame. The pain that hums a quiet tune of a love they buried far too soon. Still fading, still aching in unspoken wounds.
Said nothing when I should have said everything. Your eyes were begging, but my pride just clipped your wings. We kissed like we meant it, but held back the truth. Now all that's left are scars and unspoken youth. And I watch the light leave slowly from your face, still pretending we were fine in that empty space. What we never said, now we can't erase. These unspoken wounds, they scream in the dark like echoes of love that missed its mark. We held on tight but not to each other. Now we're strangers, once lovers, still bleeding from unspoken wounds. I remember the quiet between our fights, the way you left but stayed in my